How do you look at India coming closer to Taliban?
My enemy's enemy is my friend. So this is realpolitik.
Not only Afghanistan, but it traversed to even Iran. They love people to people is amazing.
In Afghanistan in particular, the amount of effort we have and money we have spent in projects there, whether it's, I mentioned Salma Dam, the parliament in Kabul, proxy for the United States has always been the Pakistan army. There is these tensions with Pakistan which are now being reflected in Taliban's policy.
Sir, how do you look at India coming closer to Taliban? Like, not only, if I cannot say closer, but restoring our relationship with them. We are now also opening up our mission fully. So
We are upgrading it
we are
to an
upgrading
embassy
it, yes.
from the-
So how do you look at it?
No, I think, you see, India and Afghanistan have always had close relations. People to people contacts have been excellent. Yes, during Taliban 1.0, things were interrupted, and you recall the hijackings, the Kandahar, IC 814. That was a culmination of Taliban's policies which were not favorable to India. It even harbored terrorist organizations who were who were used by the ISI and the Pakistan state against India. But things have changed. That's the reason why things have changed. And I'm reminded of a phrase, my enemy's enemy is my friend. So this is realpolitik. It doesn't mean that we share a common ideology or common principles. We're far from that. But where in mutual interest we can work together, Afghanistan and India. And mind you, the people of Afghanistan, I mean, I remember when I was head of division, there were a lot of surveys, Pew, Gallup, etc. India was the most favored partner for Afghanistan because we did so many
And I
projects
think
there.
also not only Afghanistan, but it traversed to even Iran. They love people to people is amazing.
True. So, but in Afghanistan in particular, the amount of effort we have and money we have spent in projects there, whether it's, I mentioned Salma Dam, the parliament in Kabul, the new parliament in Kabul, restoration of the store palaces, then the small, high impact development projects that we have done throughout Afghanistan, then for the agriculture sector in Afghanistan. So we've done a lot of good work. The Indira Gandhi Hospital, of course, was built much earlier. Yes. But what I'm trying to say is that the goodwill that exists in Afghanistan for India is immense, even today.
So it is redeemed now by this regime.
So if the government reaches out to us and we decide to work together to further the aspirations of our people, to realize the aspirations of our people, that's a good thing. And also a very clear message. You should see, our neighborhood is in turmoil. And if you see, there was a statement that somebody wants to occupy Bagram. They want to use. Now, can you imagine trying to use Pakistan to do that? That's what I believe they were because, the US is not going to send soldiers directly to fight again after withdrawing between a tail between their legs when they withdrew in 2021. Now, they're not going to go back again. So they want a proxy. Who is the proxy? The proxy for the United States has always been the Pakistan army. And if the Pakistan army thinks that they can just walk into Bagram and occupy it for their mentor, or, it's not going to happen. The other regional countries are not going to sit back idly and wait. So I think.
So you think that is the trigger of this?
I don't think that's necessarily a trigger.
This renewed.
I think there are many elements. This could be one, but the main thing is that Afghanistan feels threatened by Pakistan. The policies that Pakistan is following right now are anti-Afghan, and the government realizes it. Even though you see half the Taliban cabinet or more than half had at some point lived in Pakistan. They had people there, but Pakistan is throwing them out of Pakistan. And as a result, there is these tensions with Pakistan, which are now being reflected in Taliban's policy towards the other regional
So you think that this ceasefire between Afghanistan and Pakistan is sustainable for long?
Well, both Turkey and Qatar, who have been trying to meddle in troubled waters, especially to Turkey, they've been trying to. So they have been successful so far in patching up. I've used the word patching up the differences. Whether the ceasefire will last, that's a different question. Because there are these inherent tensions. Unless you resolve those inherent tensions, problems will persist.
Sir, is it safe to say that Afghanistan has now, as if now, dumped Pakistan now?
You see, these are strong words to use, dumb, because these are all, in international relations,
Don't work like this.
Nothing is permanent.
Yes.
We can see that. I mean, when I was in Pakistan and the Taliban had just come to power, I was not in Pakistan when Kandahar took place. I had already left by then. But I could never imagine the day will come when the Taliban foreign minister will be sitting in Delhi. So, there are no permanent friends, or for that matter, no permanent.
Situation, we can say that.
There are no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, and they are permanent interests, countries' interests.